I was 33 years old, I underwent unexpectedly a radical hysterectomy, which means they not only took my uterus, but they took my ovaries as well. So when I was faced with that, I went into like an in-depth research mode because I really wanted to make an informed decision about what I was going to do about hormone replacement therapy. And ultimately, that's what led me to decide to go with bioidentical hormones. So around 10 years ago, which was 10 years after having the hysterectomy and starting on hormone replacement therapy, my doctor began to include pellets as part of the things that she offered through her practice. And since I had initially gone with transdermal creams for the application of my hormones, I just wasn't really good about keeping up with those things. So the idea of pellets, that I wouldn't have to be concerned with an everyday application, appealed to me, and I haven't regretted that decision. So I initially met Cheyenne in another medical setting, and she saw in my chart that I had been on hormone replacement therapy, specifically pellets, for quite some time. And so that sparked a conversation about what my experiences had been. And she had a great deal of understanding about the topic, and then she ultimately shared with me that she was very soon going into a venture that was going to include the bioidentical hormone replacement pellets. And at that time, it just so happened that my physician was retiring, and I was frankly just very impressed with Cheyenne and her knowledge of how the lab work works and the dosing. And I just decided that the timing was good, and we exchanged contact information, and I made my appointment with her. My first visit was exactly as I expected. She was the same as she was when I first met her, just sharp as a tack. All the interactions I've had with her have left me feeling that a great deal of confidence with her. I feel like I have a partner in my healthcare services, and we had that open discussion. I feel empowered. If Cheyenne was the hook, the staff is what made me make the decision that this was going to be the place that I would base my healthcare services out of. And mainly because everyone that I encountered was not only kind and respectful, but they didn't treat me as though I was inconveniencing them or they were doing me some big favor. On the contrary, I felt like I was being hosted. And even at one point, an older gentleman wandered in, and it wasn't the doctor offices that he was looking for. And he was very flustered, and yet the staff handled him so kindly and so respectfully. They still redirected him. And I liked that. I liked seeing that in them. It showed a lot about their character and just the environment here. I guess I would say because of their approach to patient care, I've already recommended their services to my parents as well as another personal friend. And I will only recommend Integrative Primary Care of El Paso.